In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came, that voice which calls to me and speaks my name. And do I dream again? For now I find the phantom of the opera is there inside my mind. Shrouded in mystery and shadows, seemingly nothing but a voice from within the Paris Opera house walls, the Phantom of the Opera is more of a myth than a man. Until one night, when he becomes a very real presence, causing a chandelier to fall over the audience during a performance. This is the opening scene of Return of the Phantom, a point-and-click adventure game from 1993 by Microprose. And indeed, scene is the correct word in this case, as the game at times hints at being designed as a play. The characters and the members of the development team are named dramatis personae by the manual. Dramatis personae meaning the cast in a theatre play, with a phantom allegedly being played by an unknown masked actor who is presumed dangerous. The setting itself is based on the actual Paris Opera House and is full of various theatre-specific elements. Examining them, the player can learn interesting facts about the inner workings of such an establishment.
Please, tell me about your job here at the theatre.
I am the stage manager. Since you obviously do not know what that is, I shall tell you. Quite literally, the stage manager runs the show once rehearsals have ended and the show opens. A show belongs to the director only until opening night, at which time I am in charge.
Also, the inactive mouse cursor during cutscenes is a tiny mask. All these details help set the atmosphere and immerse the player in their role in this dramatic interactive adventure. The game is designed and written by Raymond Benson, a well-known James Bond and video game novelist. The story itself is based on the Phantom of the Opera novel by Gaston Leroux, but it is set around 100 years after the events depicted in the book.
Ah, Monsieur Montand, there you are. Step down here, please. I wish to speak with you.
You play as Raoul Montand, a detective for the Paris Sûreté, which is the old name of the Paris police force. You are attending the play during the chandelier incident, and as a friend of the manager, Monsieur Brie, you are asked to investigate. You, however, become entangled in the story, learn some disturbing information that points to supernatural forces at play, and even witness a suspicious masked figure walking across the empty theatre stage. Could this be Eric, the legendary phantom, returned from the dead after 100 years to enact his revenge?
My dear Raoul, it is time that we settle our differences. 100 years is a long time to hold a grudge, and the weight of it has become unbearable. Revenge is the sweetest of all music, and soon the opera house shall be ringing with it.
There is romance, suspense, and of course, mystery. And the rest of the story I will let you uncover yourself, dear viewer, through exploring the theater, talking to the characters, and solving the puzzles. Since we're on the subject, the puzzles aren't removed from logic, as seen in some other adventure games of the time, but they make perfect sense within the world of the game and are themselves an integral part of the story. Even the maze, and yes, there is one, fits with the Phantom's background as a devious architect.
He practiced his architectural knowledge in Persia, building palaces for the rulers there. He was especially adept at secret passages and trapdoors. He also developed a knack for magic and illusion. Somehow, he came to the attention of Charles Garnier, the opera architect.
The game offers a choice of 2 difficulty levels, Novice and Challenging. The Novice route is designed for those who prefer fewer puzzles, but even the Challenging mode itself is not very difficult. The puzzles are based on logic, and there are no unfair deaths or soft lock opportunities, and if the main character does meet his untimely demise, the game automatically reverts to just a few seconds before the incident. Microprose have indeed mentioned in the manual that the game was designed to focus on the story and be accessible to people who are new to the adventure genre. However, I don't believe that the lower difficulty should detract seasoned players from finding enjoyment in Return of the Phantom. Another strong point of the game is the visual presentation. The backgrounds are beautiful and detailed, making full use of the 256 colors available on PCs at the time, and some cutscenes are true pixely works of art. As I've mentioned before, Microprose researched the actual Paris Opera House as inspiration for the game, and it shows in the environment's design. The character animations themselves are smooth and lifelike, and it's no wonder, as they are rotoscoped real people, some of which are members of the development team. And as a special treat to fans of great mustaches, there is even a brief FMV scene at some point too. As for the mysterious person playing the Phantom, there are several suppositions regarding his identity. Perhaps Ken Race, the lead animator, whom the manual credits as the Phantom's stunt double? Or maybe Sid Meier, the well-respected game designer and co-founder of Microprose, who, though not otherwise involved in the development of this game, is nonetheless mentioned in the acknowledgement section of the credits? One magazine of the time seems convinced that it's the latter. Actually, the Phantom's mask comes off during the FMV scene, but the makeup and prosthetics make his face unrecognizable. It seems that the Phantom's identity is in the eye of the beholder.
You fool!
Does the sound match the quality of the visuals then? Well, first of all, the music is atmospheric and appropriate to the theme, being composed in a classical style reminiscent of Johann Sebastian Bach. The sound effects too are quite fitting as well.
Bonjour, monsieur. Have a seat while I practice.
For those playing the CD version of the game, the characters will come to life through digitized speech, performed by voice actors.
Bonjour. I am Detective Raoul Montand.
The opinions, even at the time of its release, have been divided into those who appreciate this feature and those who consider it less than stellar. Most of the time, the performances are good, with Raoul's actor, Stuart W. Howard, giving the best delivery.
Bonjour. I am Raoul Montand of the Sûreté.
The recording quality, however, leaves something to be desired, with some of the voices, most notably that of Jonathan Caspian, who portrays Christine, the leading lady, sounding as if coming through a tunnel.
Because I believe I am in danger. I've been afraid to mention it to anyone until tonight.
Also, if one is to be nitpicky, and we really don't have to be, the pronunciation of French words isn't always accurate.
I am Julie Geary. What can I do for you?
Overall, however, I find the voice acting to be a plus, not a minus, to the overall quality of the game. Moving on to the interface, Return of the Phantom uses the verb and inventory styles that were very common at the time, with a notable mention that some items have additional specific actions, such as turning on or off in the case of a lamp. The interaction with the environment is done with the mouse, but if one doesn't have such a rodent, it's rare nowadays, but it could happen, The game also accepts keyboard controls. To make things easier for players, the hotspots on the screen will show the most appropriate action when the cursor is placed over them. The right mouse button, by default used for looking at objects or other characters, can be reconfigured on the fly with another command by right-clicking on any of the verbs in the list, if the player wants the button to be used for talking rather than looking, for instance. And for those who get a bit impatient with Raoul's determined yet slow stroll, the spacebar will teleport him to his destination, if allowed by the game in that particular place. These small quality of life features make the game easier to enjoy and are very welcome.
No one can beat me then.
Well, all this being said, would I recommend Return of the Phantom? For the fans of the original Phantom of the Opera novel, I believe this game is an interesting side story that does justice to the source material it is inspired by. For the people who have none or only limited knowledge of Larousse's work or its many adaptations, they can experience the game as a standalone, without feeling confused or like they're missing key parts of the plot. And if you're a newcomer to adventure games, Return of the Phantom is the perfect way to get into the genre.
Go away, Raoul. Please, leave me alone.
Sing once again with me, heart strange the wind. My power over you grows stronger yet. And though you turn from me to glance behind, the phantom of the opera is there inside your mind.
Christine, you shall be mine forever and ever.
Personally, I like adventure games where all the elements come together to form a cohesive and engaging story, and I definitely enjoyed playing this game. There is a full Let's Play on my channel if you'd like to watch that, but I do encourage you to experience it yourself first. It's worth it.
Oh no.
This is bizarre. I must be dreaming. I'll pinch myself. Ouch! Well, I'm awake and I'm still here. I guess all I can do is work this thing out. Maybe catching the phantom is the key. All right, I'll go along with this, whatever it is. Look out, Eric, Monsieur Phantom of the Opera. I've got your number.
And with this, our Return of the Phantom review has reached its denouement, and I will thank you for watching, dear audience, and wish you a lovely day. Adieu.